Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Damien Wolf coming at you right now on my YouTube channel, and right now we're actually going to be talking about a post in Reddit that I've seen in Diablo Immortal. Some of the major YouTubers have already talked about it. I want to put in some points, and I actually have my friend and gamer and clanmate in Clan Demigods. My friend Grimsparck is here with me. Grim, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Right, and just for your information, guys, this is the second time we'll be doing this because we recorded something earlier, and stupid me, I forgot to unmute myself. So it was Ram.
Yay.
If I posted that video, to be Grim posting talking to himself. So anyway. All right, so I'm gonna be reading this again, and Grim, you're gonna put in your points again. So here it is.
Sure.
So here's the post. You guys can see it on the screen. Hi everybody, I'd like to take some time to address some of the feedback that we've been receiving on warbands. First things first, we have received a wide spectrum of feedback on the warband system. The critical feedback we've received centers on 4 major problem areas. So he highlights the 4 areas, and here's the first one. Warbands can interfere with progress on other systems, whether you are advancing your codex on your hero's journey. If you aren't participating in warbands, it can be frustrating to find other systems that require participation in order to continue. Now, steps were taken in the August patch to remove the major points where a warband step was blocking progress, and we'll continue to monitor this area. And we've talked about it earlier on the failed video that both me and Grim, we weren't able to do that codex quest, right? I think, how many did it require? 10? If I remember it.
20, I believe, for the third one. 10 at first, then
20!
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, fine. And even now, look, even now, if you do your, I mean, yesterday I did a dungeon spam, 2 hours of rapids, and I asked the people to actually join my warband. I mean, in the 2 hours, I think I was only able to get 1 warband chest. I know you guys have been, when the patch wasn't here. I think you guys were also doing that. I mean, you were trying to get the warband
we
chest.
did. You'd be lucky to get 1 in a week, I think.
There you go.
What most?
1 in a week. Okay, so kudos anyway to, I guess, to Blizzard for checking that. Yeah. All right, number 2, second point. Warbands are 8 people large, but the primary warband raid activity requires 8 members to be online at the same time to participate. This is a major pain point. We're going to address that in the next patch by lowering the requirement for the number of members required to qualify for a warband raid from 8 to 4. And we talked about this earlier, again, on that failed recording. We've been jumping around warbands just to join the Helicarrier raids, right? Grim?
Correct.
And so I think what they're gonna put here is that you can now have 8 people in your warband, but it only requires 4 people to be online. Is that what they're gonna try to do here?
Yeah, I think that's what they're trying to do because, like we mentioned earlier when we discussed, the warband seems to right now it defeats the purpose of having a permanent one, since you jump around just to fulfill the purpose of doing the warband raid. So lowering it to 4, just like the size of a regular party, would definitely help.
Yeah.
On gathering the people powerful enough to defeat the boss and everything.
Okay, but let's go to this. All right, I wanna dissect this a little bit. So let's assume that they already have this system in place. So we have 8 people in the warband. 4 of them are offline, but now it's only required to have 4. So now we can do the raid with only 4 people, and there's like 4 empty slots, right? Parang sayang.
Right.
Parang it's like, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Parang, well, we can yeah, okay, we can do the raid.
They'll either allow maybe 4 random people, but it's not gonna be a warband anymore for the entire raid. But it's still a warband raid for your warband. Maybe they'll do that, or the other 4 maybe from another warband.
Okay,
so
but look, remember when
I don't know.
Yeah, well, remember when you create a raid, it actually specifies create raid, create warband raid. So if you create warband raid, that means other people which are not part of the warband cannot participate. right? It's as simple as that.
If it's
So,
on the system that is on place now, correct? Yes.
oh yeah, okay. Well, I guess what you're pointing to is that they're gonna change that part of the system too. Like people can
Probably.
also
Maybe
join.
there's gonna be like a invite warband.
Okay, sure. All right, Blizzard. Well,
Who knows?
we'll wait and see and what you have in store. Let's move on to the third point here. Warband rewards are not always viewed as worthwhile for the effort. More on that in a second. And as I mentioned on the failed recording, what warband rewards are you freaking talking
Exactly. What
about?
warband rewards?
Okay, so if Blizzard is talking about the warband sealed chest that comes out every once in a blue moon, I don't even think it's a freaking reward. It's like a handout given to
No, we don't count drops as rewards,
Mm.
no matter how rare they are.
There you go, coming from a seasoned Diablo player. Okay, well, warbands. Okay, yeah, I think we both
Maybe there's
share
a
this.
hidden rewards button in the warband screen all along. We didn't see it. No.
I don't think so. All right. So anyway, he says more on that in a second. So okay, we'll check that out. Number four, warbands don't offer meaningful, unique gameplay experiences. A common suggestion is to roll the functionality of warbands directly into clans. If we were looking only at the game that exists today, we would likely take this route. However, we do have some unique gameplay experiences that can't be properly accommodated by clans that warbands will be better positioned to take advantage of. Can you name these unique gameplay experiences? I don't. Do you?
Off the top of my head, maybe they're trying to get us to play with other people outside of the clans.
Uh,
Mm, can't think of anything actually that's unique to warbands other than getting to play with non-clan members.
Okay. One thing I think about, what's cool about warbands is like, for example, you want to have an alliance, right? Like, I've been thinking about this. Like, for example, you have allied clans, and if you want we call it like a back in the back in the call center biz, if you say power hour, it's like all of your team leads or all of your SMEs will get on the phones, and that's called the power hour. So we used to have that before back in revenue generation for a sales account. But in any case, I was thinking about what if for example, clan lead of Lannister, like say, Cheesy Frank, clan lead of Demigods, Boss Pat, clan lead of Deluvio. They're gonna do, I don't know, some event which is, I guess, useless because there's no, it doesn't do anything. But if that were to happen, that you want to have an alliance of clans, I guess the warband system is the way to go. I think you're right about that.
Yeah, you can actually call that a warband then. Since
Yeah, you're right. It is a warband, a real warband. But then it doesn't serve any purpose. It's just, bragging rights or flexing or whatever. It's like, ooh, what if you have a, well, it's gonna be BG anyway. But what if you have the Blood Raven Warband clan leads versus the Blood Rhyme Warband clan leads, huh? Diba? May mga something
that's
like that.
gonna be interesting.
Yeah. Okay. Well, sure. But he did see this as a pain point, so I guess is they're gonna be putting something which is more clan based and maybe some other thing that can offer you more unique experiences. But I think we share the sentiment of all other YouTube content creators or whatever, from DM to Veil Shot or whatever, that the war bands are not a thing for them, and they want us to.
And nobody likes it right now.
Yep, but we're kind of
Period.
forced into it. But yeah, but maybe if they've got some changes done, then who knows? All right, I mean, if we do a warband raid, if you're like guaranteed a legend every time you do something, then right, diba?
Yeah, if
you're-
they actually give actual rewards, then
Mm,
yeah,
actual
it'll be more
rewards.
worthwhile.
All right, so let's move on. He's already highlighted the 4 points, and here we go. For the third and fourth points, this is something you'll see in the next content patch. The next major content patch will be the first patch to offer unique gameplay experiences outside of what clans alone can offer, with some corresponding new reward systems to match. Okay.
There you go.
Okay, sounds good so far. The experience of doing something with a group of 8 is very different than the experience of an activity designed for 100. In a group of 100, any one person can feel like just another name in a crowd. Okay. In a
I agree
smaller
with that
group,
point.
okay, yeah, I guess I understand that point. In a smaller group of 8, the contribution and personality of each individual is more intimate. Our goal is to provide a persistent progression system that you are able to advance with a sense of teamwork and cooperation in a more close-knit setting. Okay, I get the point. Okay, yeah, fair point, fair point. So here's the TLDR version. TLDR, we're improving warbands from multiple angles. We want to remove the major pain points, provide compelling rewards, and provide unique gameplay that highlight the strengths of an 8-person group. Keep an eye out for our patch blog review in the coming weeks that will reveal more about what we have in store. Okay, so this post again is posted by, what's his name? Wyatt Cheng, which is supposedly a lead designer for Blizzard. All right, so looks like some good points here. But Grim, since I have you here with me, if you were going to make another system, whether it's an improvement of the Warband system or you want another one altogether, what is your suggestion? Do you have something in mind?
Since the warband is already in place, they already made it. They should just
Mm-hmm.
improve on it.
Just improve on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't think of another system they can put into the game right now. They put a lot already. So just improve on the ones that they already have in.
Yeah. Well, one thing about
That's the one that needs most improvement.
you're right. You're right. Okay. Well, I think if you just have the rewards a lot, or nah, nah. Maybe warband alliances. Like for example, if you cannot complete a certain task, this is what because I'm trying to figure out a way for people to prevent people from jumping from one warband to another to provide a more as they say, a more intimate setting of people's sense of
Yeah,
camaraderie and teamwork. If we won't have that if the people are not permanent in our warband and we have to jump around, right?
exactly. Defeats the purpose.
Well, if
So
you
I think getting that down to 4 is actually a good step forward to that.
right, if we do the warband raids with just 4 people and that's considered a warband raid, and we like import some person, some strong person to help us, for example, in Twins or Gorgo 2, and then if you finish that, it's considered a warband raid, then that I think that would be great, right? So people don't have to jump around the warbands. They can use the warband raid with just 4 people and import Grimsparck to defeat the Twins, right?
Yeah, or so that it really feels like an actual warband without like single player imports.
Mhm.
They can recruit another 4-man warband.
There you go. That's the other. But then that kind of brings it back again to 8 people at online at the same time. But that's still better than actual 8 people. I mean, if there's 4 people on your warband, 4 people on the other warband, then
Yeah.
yeah, I think your system would work.
It lowers the requirement at least. Yeah.
True, true. Okay, well, guys, if if this is just one of the posts, actually, this is the first time I've made a video, making it like a podcast and putting my opinion. Normally I do guides or whatever, but you'll see more of this type of content on my YouTube channel. Again, if you like what you've heard here, or you want to know about Super Grimspark, you can
Yeah, you better like it.
you can of course like the video, subscribe to my channel, click on the bell icon and choose all notifications so you'll be notified of any videos that I come up with. Any last words, Grimspark, or anything you'd like to invite them to or whatever?
Yeah, just happy gaming and don't be toxic.
Coming from somebody who's all no, I'm kidding.
I'm not toxic.
Yeah, sure. All right, so so guys, again, this is your boy Damien Wolf. Again, thank you for watching this. Shout out to Blood Raven clans, whether you're Immortal or Shadow, and we will see you on the battlefield. Bye.
Yeah.